Good morning. Today is Sunday, August 23rd, 2026. The Gulls are going to be facing off against the Flow down in Richfield. Attendees are ready, refs are ready, players are ready. 15 minutes on the board. Here we go. Carr saw the first drop. Gulls trying to push the issue. Good clear from the neutral zone, but the Flow able to pick it up. Burns finds it in the neutral zone, tries to toss it. Flow take it at possession. The Flow break into their zone, pushing one up front. Pad save from Brotherton. Maroney gets it cleared back to the blue line. The Flow dump it back up, but Carr intercepts that. He's got one hot on his heels, one in front of him. Does get a good stick. Carr's gonna have to tag up. And the Flow clear the zone, but in the neutral zone, little collision. Burns has Gordon on the side, just gets off the stick. Loose puck, and covered by the Flow Tendy. Refs having a discussion, it looks like, with Gordon. We are sitting on the far blue line from our shots on goal, so it's a little difficult to see some of those plays. We will have shots on goal uploaded later on. Flow trying to backhand it, just missed their pass, but they pick it back up. Skating out of the zone, they dump it in. First to get to it, Gordon. Flow taking a shot, pad save by Brotherton, loose puck out front. Good poke away from Ibertowski. Flow throwing up. Brotherton pushes out to the side. Jobber tries to push it over, centering option. Tries to chip up. Protector saved by Brotherton, pushes it out to the corner. Gordon going through, good stick by the Flow, just breaks up Gordon's momentum. Flow trying to chip it up, and the Gulls take back possession. Good stick by the Flow. They're going to chip it up. They're only going to be first to get to it behind the net. Only going to take it all the way up. Takes a shot. Glove save by the Tendy for the Flow. .12:36 remaining in the first period. Maroney takes a chip. Took a hit off a Flow player, goes in the corner. Trying to chip it out. Kilmer trying to hold at the blue line. Good chip from the Flow. Maroney's going to have to pick it back up. Looking for that option. Gets it over to Carr. Carr chips it up to Butcher. Butcher just blows the tire right as he enters the zone. And the Flow pick it up. They try picking it. They call a tip. Maroney trying to round the boards, but the Flow picks it up. Good pressure by Gordon, prevents any shot from getting off. Great pressure in the corner by Gordon. Gordon rounds the boards, trying to get to Burns. And Gulls trying to get it clear. Good stick prevents it going from too deep, but the Flow still able to pick it up. Maroney again picking up. Burns finds it. Oh, good play by Burns over to Ackerson. The sliding save, it looked like, maybe off kilter, not sure. Didn't follow that one all the way through, but a great setup. But the Flow is able to find it their way out of the zone. Coming in, taking a shot. Looks like it just went wide, maybe a pad on it. Dobbin pushes it away into the corner. Flow's going to push it back to the blue line. Flow's going to have to take back up. They're going to dump it in. Anderson there to retrieve. Good pressure by the Flow. Looking for a centering. Loose puck still. Burns picks it up, skating out of the zone. Takes a shot and saved by the Tendy. .10-17 remaining of the first. Scoreless game. Flow able to clear the zone. That's going to be an offsides on the Flow. Gordon tips it up. Shot saved by the protector of Brotherton. Centering option, still loose puck, just went through the crease. Flow trying to round the boards. They're going to hit their player. Kess keeping some pressure. Centering option for the Flow. Broken up by Gordon. Another centering option. Maroney intercepts, pushes it over to Kess. And the Flow are going to dump it in, but they're going to have to take up. Flow having an opportunity with only Maroney back on defense, just missed their intended pass. And loose puck behind the net. Kilmer's going to get to it. Good stick from the Flow. Kilmer up to shot on goal. Save and a cleanup action by Flow will put the first one on the board at 8:43 as they lift it over Brotherton's shoulder. Go dump it in. Anderson trying to get to it. Gets a stick on it. Flow pick it up. Carr's going to find it, skate out of the zone, through the neutral zone. Trying to leave it behind for Kess, but the Flow pick it up. Flow's going to chip it in. Brotherton puts a stick on it, puts it down in the corner. Ackerson skating through the neutral zone. He's got Kess alongside of him. Trying to center it up. Just gets a little wide. Kess pushing it back to Carr and just bounces off his stick, and the Flow are going to be able to pick it up. Flow skating through the neutral zone. Anderson trying to get good stick on it by Anderson. Prevents that shot from getting into the Tendy. Ackerson picks it up along the blue line. He's got three right on his heels. He's skating in. He's going to take a shot. Shot and it. No. No goal, did not cross the line. That's going to be one for the playback on the goalie cam at 7:28 in the first period. Loose puck out front, diving save by the Tendy, covers it last minute. I can't see. We'll have one. Burns picks it up, circle, tries to chip it up. Slow step in front. Pushes back to Maroney. Maroney's going to line up, takes a hard shot, looking for a tip. Burns, Slow pick it up, trying to get it clear. They just chip it over Maroney's. Sick, throws off to the races. Slow pushing it back to the blue line. Good stick by Burns, pushes it away. He's got a race though. Just gets a bouncing stick, puck over Dauber. Kilmer trying to get to it. The Flow picks up first, just blows a tire. They're still going to maintain, trying to throw one up on net. Just blows another tire from the Flow. Kilmer catches it up in the air, has possession, trying to flip it out. Flow still maintaining control, dumps it back in. Dauber's going to grab it behind the net. Trying to throw it up to Burns, just gets intercepted by the Flow, takes another shot, just goes wide. Ball's looking at trying to clear out some legs, it looks like. Diebertowski gets it clear using his body, pushing the puck out. And the Flow chip it back in. Carr picking it up. Carr sees an opportunity with the Flow changing out some legs, trying to break into the zone, but a good stick from the Flow breaks up his entry. They're coming in. Anderson fresh off the bench, gets some pressure, and they're going to call a interference or checking. Hooking. That's going to be an interesting one to watch back on that hook at 5:37. That's going to put us on our first Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill.
Hey, let's do something.
Heavy defense expected by the Gulls. Flow lining up, looking for a tip, and Brotherton wants to cover it. Maroney trying to get it clear, but picks up by the blue line from the Flow. Flow picking it up behind the net. Loose puck. Maroney tries to chip it over. Gets over to the corner. Flow pushes it out back to the blue line. They're going to chip it back up. Good pressure being kept by the Gulls. Unsure where it went. There it went. Another hard shot coming in. Maroney tries to get it clear, gets it back. Good stop by the Flow.
Get in there!
Flow is going to push it back to their blue line.
Get in there!
Dauber battling his. Refs are going to call both Dauber and the Flow. 5-on-5 still being called, but Dauber and one of the Flow is going to go into the box for a few. I'm not sure if that will be 2 or 5. Still going to maintain 5-on-5. Anderson has a little buddy in there for another 56 seconds. Or 5-on-4, I should say, as we do still have a legit penalty. So we're still in a penalty kill for 56 seconds. Gunnar tries to chip it up, picked up still in the neutral zone. There's a good clear from Carr, sending it all the way down. Again, we can ice on the penalty kill. With a man short, Burns down there. Flo trying to get to it. Maroney going to ring the boards, trying to get over to Carr. Carr's going to try chipping it out. Just off the stick of Burns. Burns trying to keep some pressure. Another 20 seconds remaining of the penalty kill. The Flo dumping it in. Maroney's going to dump it all the way in. 15 seconds remaining of the penalty kill. Still expecting some heavy defense. Burns getting pushed into the boards a few times. Gulls back at full strength. Take a shot, just gets a pad save, goes behind the net. Gulls pushing it back to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to wind up, takes a shot, looking for a tip. That might have been a high stick. Yes, they were going to call it, but Flo get a good stick on it. Shot going. Kilmer's going to step up. And good stick by Flo, poke it away. Maroney's going to be the one back on defense. Centering option as the Gulls still playing catch-up. Nobody else in front, taking a shot. Glove save by Brotherton at 2:57, 2:57. Back on 5-on-5 hockey. Dauber still sitting in the box as they pulled one from the Flo and one from the Gulls.
Get off the ice.
Gulls trying to clear it. Flo taking the shot, just goes wide. Anderson first to get to it. He's going to use the boards trying to get over to the Kess. Jordan picks it up. Good stick. Kess is going to find it in the neutral zone. He's going to take a shot. Looking for a pad save, though, from the Tendy from the Flo. Still battling out in the corner with Kess. And the Flo take it out of the zone. Anderson out in front in defense. Kilmer tries to chip it up, but the Flo are going to pick it up and lift it up over Brotherton's shoulder for goal number 2 at, well, I'd say 2:12, but the clock is going to keep running. Clock's still running. There it stops. 2:12, but they're going to stop the clock at 2:03. Flo taking a shot, goes behind the net. Ackerson trying to push it over to Butcher, but good stick on it from the Flo, jumps it back in. Maroney tying up his man. Ackerson chips it over one, puts it through another. Butcher tries to push it up, but gets a defender from the Flo. Flo's going to have to take up. Back and forth around the blue line a few times. Flo coming in, taking a shot. Maroney's going to ring the boards. Ackerson gets a good chip, finding some new legs. He's going to come up. He's got Ebertowski coming in. Chip over to Ebertowski. Good defense going on by the Flo. They're throwing it back to the blue line, but the defensive line is changing out some legs. Shot on goal, glove save by Brotherton. – 42 seconds remaining of the first period. Goes down 0-2. Tess finds it, pushes it up to Burns. Burns outmaneuvering one. He's going to have a shot potential. Takes a shot, puts it up over the shoulder of the Tendy at 28.8 seconds remaining in the first period. Gulls are on the board with number 1. Pushed back up to Burns. That's going to be an offsides as Carr was entering the zone a little bit before the pucks. Burns trying to keep some pressure. Flo clear the zone, 10 seconds remaining. Flo might get one more shot off. Anderson trying to push him into the corners. Shot on goal. Brotherton tosses behind, and that will be the end of the first period. Gulls in a 1-point deficit as it is 1-2. This game is being played for the 5th and 6th place for the Easton Cup. 1 minute intermission. Ackerson, Carr, and Burns as your forwards. Flo chip it up to the red line, hit their player. Carr pushes it back to Kilmer. Kilmer gives it back to Carr. Burns tries to pick it up, just bounces off his stick. Flo going to clear the zone. Kilmer is going to pick it up. He dumps it in. He takes a hard shot, just goes up or left. Flo taking a shot, glove saved by Brotherton. Flo dumping in the corner. Can't see who that is down there. Might be Dauber. Shot on goal, saved by Brotherton. Dicey pushes it up. Burns going to take a shot, and he will find one up there. Snipe going in at 13:45, tying up the game. Flo pushed it up. They're entering the zone, getting past Dauber. They're shooting through the back door. Sliding save by Brotherton. Loose puck still. Thought we had it covered. Chipped up. Geike's going to be getting to it. He's going to have one right with him, and Flo will pick it up. Geike trying to keep some pressure. Good pressure by Gordon and Geike, causing him to get off the puck. Gordon runs into the ref. Still throwing one up in the corner. Flo pushed it up neutral ice. Burns comes fresh off the bench. Good stick from Burns. Chip up from Ackerson. Ackerson trying to get it. Burns just gets between his legs. Loose puck, and Anderson looks and trying to get it clear. Hits off the Flo. Maroney tries to get it clear. Hits off another Flo. They're going to throw one up. Hits in the corner. Bouncing back. Burns gets a good stick on it. Maroney trying to get it clear. Flo still picking it up. And a good clear by the Gulls. Burns is up by the blue line. He's got a clear opportunity. He takes another shot. Glove save by the Tendy for the Flo at 11:58. Flo take possession behind the net. Good pressure by Butcher. Maroney's going to find it. Takes a shot. He might have hit Butcher in the shoulder. Cleared. Kilmer's going to find it. Kilmer throws it behind. Carr's going to pick it up. Pushing it over to Maroney. Maroney looking for the pass. Hits Ackerson. Just gets off his stick though. Flo entering the zone. Backhanding it. Maroney intercepts it. Maroney pushes it over to Butcher. Just gets off his stick, but he's still able to pick it up. Throwing the centering option. But the Flo pick it up. Good stick by Carr. Prevents them from getting out of the zone, but good chip from Ackerson. Dumps it back in. Flo pushing it out. Just gets off the stick of Maroney. Maroney trying to push it out. Does get it clear. Flo picks it up in the neutral zone. Flo trying to throw it up. Hits off the skate or stick of Carr. Carr's going to pick it up in the corner. Carr picking up some momentum through the neutral zone. Ackerson throwing one up through the crease. Just goes to the crease. Defensive swapping out lines. Flo entering in. Good skate by Ackerson. Prevents the pass. Flo run into the wall. Geike picks it up. Gordon's right there, but a good defensive move by the Flo knocks him off the puck. Gulls changing out some legs. A good chip from the Flo. Clears it out, neutral zone. Dauber sends it up. Intercepted right along the blue line, but good stick by Gordon. He's got to have one-on-one. Takes a hard shot, cleanup opportunity, and they will clean one up with Gordon shooting, saved by Tendy, and Burns there to pick it up. Throw it in the back of the net at 9:45, picking up their third point. Gulls in the lead, 3-2. 9:45 remaining in the second period. Gordon finds himself in the possession of the puck again after that face-off. Leaves it behind for Burns, but a good stick from the Flo. Picks it up. They're skating out through the neutral zone. Just skates past it. Gordon chips it in. Kess trying to get to it, but the Flow picks it up. Trying to clear. Burns back on the blue line. Tries to chip it back up, but the Flow intercept that. Good maneuver from the Flow, but Kess breaks up the shot potential. Throws it off to the side, trying to get it clear, but the Flow pick it up. They're entering the zone, taking a shot. They're going to lift it up too high. Goes in the corner. Oh! That's going to be a delayed penalty here on the Flow. I'm going to guess a checking if I was the betting man. This is going to put us on a power play opportunity.
Let's go, boys.
Back to Maroney at the blue line. Maroney's going to take a shot. Just hits the glove, but tips out. Back, Carr pushes it back to Maroney. Maroney pushes it back to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to take a shot, looking for some action, but a glove save by the Tendy for the Flow at 8:40. Minute 42 remaining of that power play opportunity for the Gulls. And we'll take a drop left side, glove side of the Tendy for the Flow. Chip back to Maroney. Maroney's going to take a walk up, takes a shot, pad save of the Tendy, pushes it out to the corner. Kilmer's going to find an opportunity, takes a shot, gets off the body of Flow, pushes it back to Maroney. Maroney's going to take a shot, another shot, glove save. Hey! Ref's not happy as well. They're going to pull Burns and another. And they're going to make somebody serve a penalty for the goalie. That's going to be a 3-on-5 opportunity. Sorry if I got a little loud there. Will we see a time on the board? Box is looking for some direction to figure out what they're going to be doing with the times, what they're going to do with penalties. Waiting and guessing. Candy will be called for one. No. 5-minute majors, maybe? Unsure at the moment, but 8:23 is where that is going to be at, or 8:24. Maroney's going to find that. Throwing up. Well, almost hits off their own Flow player and going in. Heavy defense expected. Shot on goal and saved by the Tendy.
Win the draw, let's go.
Hard back to Maroney. Maroney's going to take a shot, looking for a tip. Oh, out loose, good opportunity. Maroney's going to pick it up again, pushes it over to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to line up, takes a shot, but a good stick on from the Flow prevents that from going anywhere. Flow get a good clear. Brotherton pushes it off to the corner. Maroney pushes it up to Gordon. Gordon has 2 in front, takes a shot, just hits off the glove, goes behind the net. Good clear by the Flow. Maroney's going to push it over to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to push it back up.
Now shoot it hard.
Maroney takes a shot, goes wide. Kilmer going to step up on it. Just goes behind the net. Gordon back to Maroney again. Maroney over to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to take one, takes a shot, just goes high. Good clear by the Flow. Good chip up using the boards, but Flow picks it up. Ackerson's going to find it in neutral zone. Skating in with it. Ackerson takes a shot, goes behind the net. The Flow are going to have back at 4 players. 3. Shot saved by the pad. Flow is back at 4. They're going to have a clear. So it is back on 4-on-5 hockey. I think. Well, it is. But no penalty up on the boards. Clark coming in, tries maneuver 1, takes a shot, looking for a tip. Hitting over to Ebertowski. Good defense going on. Dauber just blows a tire as they throw it back to the blue line. Flow having some good kills. Good defense going on by the Flow. Oh. Anderson getting some board time over there. He's going to find it. Anderson takes a hard shot, goes wide. Push back to the line, just gets off the stick of Carr. And just gets past Anderson. Good defensive from the Flow, knock him off the puck. Flow throwing up, neutral ice. Carr's there to pick it up. Throws it up in neutral zone. Hits off some skates or sticks. Maroney chips it up over to Geike. Maroney takes a hard shot, bouncing puck, and Tendi wants to glove it and cover at 4:46. Gulls still in the lead, 3-2. Looks like the boxes are getting cleared, so we're going to be back on 5-on-5 hockey. Players are cleared. Burns back, able to see the ice again. Flow get it dumped in. Looks like the Gulls may be able to touch it and not as much oomph. Kilmer rounds the boards looking for Ackerson, but Flow step up on it. They're going to find it. Kilmer's keeping some pressure. Flow looking for a centering option. Maroney protects that one. Trying to push it over. Kess is going to get a stick on it. Just gets off the stick from Gordon, but he's off to the races to get to it in the corner. The Flow able to pick it up. Flow clear the zone. Coming back, they got Maroney and Kilmer back on defense. Takes a shot, and Gordon's going to pick that up. 4 minutes remaining in the second period. Gordon building some momentum around neutral ice. The Flow tied up with their own player. Takes a hard shot, and it will go in. Up and over for Gordon again. 350, Gordon's going to lift it up for goal number 4, putting the Gulls at a 2-point lead. Gulls push it back. Dauber's going to try pushing it up. Intercepted along the Flow's blue line. Just gets under the skates of Dauber. Flow pick it up. Oh, Anderson collision. Butcher pushes it up to Burns. Just gets off his, and Flow's going to dump it up. Anderson's going to find it. Rings around back of his own tendy. Flow keeping possession. They're going to see a shot. Glove save by Brotherton at 3:09. Scoreboard now accurately showing the Gulls up by 2. Loose puck, long side of the net, behind the net, cleared. Bringing around back for the blue line. They're going to step up from the Flow. Takes a shot, hits off some skates, some sticks, looking for some tips. No goal. Back into the corner. Burns going to pick it up, pushes it over. Just a little bit beyond for Carr to pick up. Flow pick it up. They're going to throw it back in. Dauber's going to use the board, ring it around back to Anderson. Anderson's going to throw it up just behind Burns, and that will be an icing for the Gulls at 2:23. Flow push it back to their D, takes a shot, glove save by Brotherton. Trying to use the boards, gets past. Nope, the Flow keep it right in the blue line. They're going to chip it back in. Looking for a centering option, takes a shot. Loose puck out there. Maroney gets a good clear. Gordon skating through with it. He's got 3. The Flow right on top of him. Knocks him off the puck, but he's still maintaining some battle. Maroney going to step up, chips it up over to Geike. Nope, Gordon's going to throw one up. Pad save. Just a good redirect from Gordon. And the Flow able to clear out their zone through the neutral zone. He's got Kilmer in front. Kilmer gets a good stick. They're trying to center. Hits off the body of a Gulls player. Gulls trying to get it clear. Flow trying to keep it in. Good clear. Kilmer's going to have it. Hitting some legs, hitting some feet. And the Flow pick it up along their blue line. Ebertowski comes in underneath the Flow, dumps it up. And that's going to be a icing for the Gulls at 1:19 remaining in the second period. Flow keep it in. Anderson's going to get to it, using the boards, trying to clear it, but hits off a body off of the glass, off the Flow. Good tussle over in the corner, it looks like, from my angle. Gulls get a good clear. Kess coming up. He still chips it up. Kess sticking with it. Going to take a shot. Saved by the Tendy. Good pressure being kept by Kess, 71. Good opportunity. Dauber trying to keep it in play, but a good 6 by the Flow. Where is it? Burns has it. He's entering the zone. He's got 4 Flow in with him, looking for anybody out front. Flow missed their pass. Dauber going to chip it up to the blue line, but the Flow able to pick it up. Dauber's going to still keep some pressure. And the Flow's going to pick it up. They're skating through the neutral zone. Good pressure being kept by Ackerson as the Flow have to dump it in. Anderson's going to be first to get to it. Good pressure from the Flow coming in for Anderson. And Anderson's going to find his path, building his momentum through the neutral zone. He's got 2 in front of him. He's got Burns alongside. There's going to be a shot, goes wide, goes in the corner. Burns picking it up. And that is going to be the end of the second period. Gulls up 4. Flow at 2. As we enter the third period for 15 more minutes of hockey. I believe both teams have not had a victory for sure this tournament. I'm being told that it should be a like season. Neither team picking up that W. I cannot confirm that, but that's what I'm being told. So each team looking to put a W on the boards before the end of their summer season. Car Butcher Geike out as your forwards. Kilmer Maroney back on defense. Brotherton still in mid-post. Everybody's ready to play 15 more minutes of hockey. Push back to Maroney. Maroney's going to chip it up to Butcher. Butcher's going to try to do something with it, but a good defensive man comes up, knocks him off the puck. Bouncing puck gets past Kilmer. Maroney back on defense, 2-on-1. Good stick by Maroney. Good defense going on, but unfortunately the Flow are still going to be able to find their way to push it past Brotherton for their third goal. Closing the gap at 14:42. Now only a 1-point lead for the Gulls. Gulls got to maintain keeping that pressure that they've seen for the first 2 periods. Flow finding some rebound energy. Gordon keeping him up to the side, looking for a sneak behind. Take another shot, just goes through the crease. Looking for a centering option, but it's going to go all the way back to the blue line. They're going to step up with it. Gordon trying to maintain some control of the puck, tosses it up just past Ebertowski as the Flow is going to pick it up from along their blue line. Ebertowski keeping some pressure. They're going to dump it over. Maroney's going to be first to get to it. But the Flow maintaining their possession. Gordon finding his path. He's got Ackerson up with him. Ebertowski up with them. Skating up, good stick by the Flow, prevents that shot from getting to the tendy. Ebertowski throwing back to the blue line. That's going to be an offsides, just a little bit beyond. Nice shot, but the whistle blew, and play will be dead. A little too much white beyond that blue line, unable to take up. I was looking to find that 2-point lead again. Flow trying to chip it up. Bouncing puck gets by Burns. Flow's going to go up. Anderson gets a little tussle. Shot on goal, hits off some skates, and Kess is going to find it. Kess is going to push it up, trying to use the boards as a reflection. He's coming in. Good pressure by the Flow. Knocks him off the puck. Carr's going to find it, bouncing around out in front of the tendy, nobody else looking for it. Carr says, I'll take it, put it back to the net. put one more up and get that 2-point lead as the Gulls are up 5-3. 13-11 remaining in the third period.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Burns finds it underneath some skates of the Flow, chips it up. Flow picking it up behind their net. Kess trying to keep some pressure, but the Flow finding their pass. Push it up. Good stick by Dauber. Burns is going to pick it up. Just blows an edge. Kess trying to find it. And Carr is going to dump it back up. Flow find it behind the net. They're going to try skating it out. Do so. Realigning their entry. That's going to be an offsides. No. Decided not to call an offsides. Looked like there's an offside, but potentially not. Loose puck out in front of the crease. Cleared by Dauber. Dauber's going to push it up to Burns. Burns going to push it over to Anderson. 3 Flow right on top of Anderson as he entered in the zone. Ackerson's going to chip it up. Gulls looking at swapping out some legs. Maroney trying to push it up to Ackerson, just gets off his stick. Flow's going to dump it in. They are offsides. They're going to have to tag up, do so properly. Letting the Gulls take some breather, but they're going to take maybe too much. Pass it over to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to try to chip it up to Ackerson, but Flow gets a good stick on it. And Flow pick it up back in their zone. Kilmer's going to find it. He's got Butcher with them.
Get on the clock.
Flow throwing it up. Tip it in. Looking for a centering option. Maroney's going to find it, using the boards to try to chip it out. Not going to happen. Blue line steps up on it. Good chip out. They're going to call no icing. Flow going to have to continue playing under 11 minutes of game time left in the third period. Flow pushing it up, just gets past their guy. Anderson's getting back there. Gulls trying to round the boards. Centering option. Nobody else out in front except for the Flow. They try throwing it up, but just goes wide. There's a clear. Iberchowski sitting up front. He's going to pick it up. He's got one with them from the Flow, and they're going to rob him of any opportunity to throw one on net. Flow building momentum. Anderson's going to step up, but a good option to pass over. Cleared by Anderson as the shot goes on goal. Saved by Brotherton, and Anderson cleared it away. Another shot goes up. Anderson trying to get a clear. Gordon getting into the... Gordon's using the boards, trying to get a clear. Kess sitting up front. Flow pushing it over. Anderson finding it way. Push it up along the boards. Kess chops it up. He's off to the races, but the Flow a little bit quicker. Gets to it. Trying to chip it back to the blue line. They're able to get a clear. Maroney and Kilmer back on defense off the stick of the Flow. Kilmer trying to get a clear. He still has possession. Pushes it up. Hits Burns. Burns trying to build the momentum, but a couple Flow right on the heels. Gets past him. Gonna wind up, take a shot. Looking for a centering option. Nobody out in front. Loose puck in the slot. Flow grab it, clear it. Maroney gets a stick, chips it away. Carr's gonna pick it up, push it over to Burns. Burns maneuvering through one. Takes a shot. Pad saved by the Tendy. Maroney's gonna wind up, takes another shot, and Tendy is gonna cover. Ref having a conversation with one of the Flow players as they kept on poking that car. 8:39 remaining in the third period. Gulls up 5-3. Pushing it back to Maroney at the blue line, taking a hard shot, goes wide. Pad save by the Tendy. Goes back to the blue line. Flow able to chip it up over Kilmer. Maroney hustling off to go get to it. Tries to throw it back, unable to get it back to Kilmer as the Flow pick it up. Shot goes high and over to the corner. Maroney back over there again. Tries to get it clear, does get it clear. That's going to be a high sticking call. High sticking being called on the Flow. Butcher being polite, picking up that puck for the ref. Geike picks it up, throws one up just wide of the net. Back to Dauber. Dauber picks it up. Keeps it back in the blue, but the Flow finding it. Anderson, the only one back on defense, drops it back. The Flow will drop it back. They still have one more on it. Just shot goes wide. Still loose puck. Anderson's going to find it, trying to clear it. He does get it clear. Flow's going to have to tag up. That's going to be an icing on the Flow. Just gets off the stick of the Flow, unable to get a touch on it. And we're going to see a drop on the offensive zone for the Gulls. 7:30 remaining of the third period. Quick fire from Iberchowski, but the Flow able to find it. Flow coming in, takes a shot, pad save by Brotherton. Maroney's going to find it, trying to push it away. Good skate in front, push it up to Gordon. Gordon taking possession. Good pressure from the Flow, unable to get it shot off. Kilmer steps up, holds it in the blue line, takes a shot, and Tendy's going to want to cover it. Puck lines up in the corner. Butcher's going to throw one up in the center. Looking for a backhand from Carr. Pad save, pushes it off in the corner. Butcher pushing, goes across the ice. Carr trying to get to it, but the Flow get to it first. Chipped in by the Flow. Puck goes high. They will blow the whistle dead. Not sure what it hit. Might have went a little too high. So we'll see a stick side drop from Brotherton. Gordon taking the drop. Ackerson and Geike on the sides. Dauber and Anderson back on defense. Ackerson rings the boards, hits Anderson on the other side. Anderson trying to chip it up. Good stick by the Flow right at the blue line. Nobody back on defense. Brotherton, sliding save. Saves that one from going out. Not covered quite. Whistle gets blown at 6:07. One to watch back at from the goalie cam. For those new to Maroney Sports, we do upload shots on goal and goalie protections. Ackerson finds himself, tries to chip it out. Might have went out of play there. Dauber pushes it up to Anderson. Anderson coming in. He's got 4 defensive men over on him. Push it over to Gordon. Gordon's going to push it. Geiky's going to push it back over to Dauber. Dauber throws one up, goes wide. Gordon's going to be the first one to get to it. Throws it up center. Hits Ackerson, but bouncing puck. Couldn't control it. Flo's going to find it. Chipping it out. Maybe not. Gordon finds it, neutral ice. Gets a good clear. Ackerson's going to throw it up. Geiky's going to chip it up. Flo coming out in. Gets by one, takes a shot, just goes high. Brotherton sliding save, 6th save, pushes it over to the corner. Ackerson's going to find it. Flo pushed one up on net. Flo there by himself. And Brotherton wants to cover. They will end up calling Dauber in. That's going to put us on a Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill. In the next 2 minutes, being shorthanded. Five minutes? Must be a 5 minute. Or we're waiting for the clock. Oh, yep. We are going to put one up on the board. 2 minutes then for Dauber. There we go. Just a 2 minute penalty kill for Emily Sand and Gravel. Flo push it back. They're going to take a shot. Getting some traffic out front. Burns gets a good clear. Gulls trying to maintain that 2-point lead as they are setting up a screen for any point of entry. Flo coming in. Shot on goal, saved by Brotherton. Chipped up, still loose puck out there. Kilmer's going to find it, tries to chip it over. Flo still being able to maintain control. They push it back to their blue line, push it from side to side. Takes a shot, just fans on the shot. Takes another shot, goes behind. Burns is going to find it, throws it down. Minute left of the penalty kill. Flo coming in, building some momentum. Takes a shot, goes high and wide. Flo picking up in the corner. Burns trying to ring the boards. Burns says, nah, let's go up with it. Push it up to Kess. Short-handed. Ooh. There we go, another kill. 17 seconds remaining of that kill. Burns keeping his man pushed out to this corner. Gulls back at full strength. Flo still trying to maintain a little something. Anderson finds it, pushes it over to the corner. Carr's going to find it. Pokes it through one of his defensive players. He's skating. He's got one front, two in the side. Carr still going through with it. And he will put one more up at 2:27 for goal number 6 for Brady Carr. .227 remaining as the Gulls take the lead 6-3. Back at full strength. Flow pushing it back. They try to hit their man on the other side. They do pull the goalie. It is now 6-on-5. Anderson chipping it over. Dauber trying to get it clear. Unable to get it there. Anderson ringing around. Butcher tries to get it, chips it out. Under 2 minutes of game time. Again, they have pulled their goalie. Flow dumping in. Maroney gets a good clear. Offside's going to be called. Maroney's going to throw one up. And he hits it! He hits it! Maroney puts it in for the 7th goal at a minute 32. Targeting that one from past their own blue line. And puts it in. Getting that 4-point lead as they're entering a minute 32. Tendy does return. Kilmer finds it along the neutral zone. Pushes it up the car. Good defense, skates off with it from the Flow. Battle along the boards going on. Carr trying to keep it in play, but the Flow do take possession. Minute left of game time. Maroney pushes the puck off, gets off to the corner. Kilmer's going to find it, and then Ebertowski, and now Carr. Carr skating up with it. He's got Burns out in front of him. Good pressure being kept by a Flow. Good centering option over to Burns. Oh. Kilmer and his own player take a collision. Is that Ebertowski? Maroney's going to say, let's stop this play, but Flow says, no, let's continue playing. Kilmer battling it out. Maroney tying up as there is a centering option. Sending it down for one more, and that will be the end of the game. Scoreboard showing 6-3, but I thought that was for the 7th goal. I might be mistaken, who knows? A lot of action. Gulls take a victory here for their last game. It's been a fun season. Thanks for tuning in as always. We'll get this game uploaded hopefully by the end of the evening, if not tomorrow evening. Northern Lakes Lightning season about to begin, so we'll be back live for most of those games here on Maroney Sports.